Hello, Zuko here, and here's my current book haul that I'm about to show you. I think I'm going to split this into special editions and then like general YA and adult books. I don't know, graphic novels and miscellaneous books after that. How's that sound? I know we all want to see special editions first, so let's jump right into it. I guess I'm going to take them from the pile for now. We're going to start with the Illumicrate edition of This Is How You Lose the Time War by Amal El-Motar and Max Gladstone. These are like, I think 2 hardback. I don't know. I didn't take these out. Okay, if I'm being honest. I haven't opened these. These are 2 editions of the same book, I believe. And this is a like sapphic, I don't know, book. The Illumicrate was like, we're running low. And I was like, I'm running to buy it even though I have had it on Audible forever and I've just never picked it up. But it's short and I should read it. So I have it. Do I know what it's about? Not really. I think it's dual perspective. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, of course, we have the Illumicrate editions of Red, White, and Royal Blue and One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. I couldn't say no to the holographic covers. I know that there has been complaints about the, like, art, I think, under the dust jacket. That originally the art didn't have this character's glasses and she was skinny and she's supposed to be a plus-sized character, I think. I don't know, I haven't read these books, but I think that's a pretty valid criticism. Luckily, I bought them because of the holo and like the pretty sprayed edges. They're so cute. So yeah, I have these. This one everyone has already read, and this one I'm not sure what it's about. Then we have Spells for Forgetting by Adrienne Young. I think there's a little signed book plate in there. This is the Fairy Loot exclusive edition. I don't know what this book is about, but I have it. I think it's like fantasy. I don't know. Why do I pretend I know? I finally have I got this like a month or 2 ago, but when I hauled the Waterstones edition, I didn't have this one yet because shipping was delayed for, I think, international people. This is the Illumicrate edition of Book Eaters, sorry, by Sun Yi Dean. This edition's really pretty. This is what the sprayed edges look like. The naked hardback is really beautiful as well. Yeah, I've already read this book and I enjoyed it enough, so not too mad that I have 2 editions. Then we have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I don't think I'm gonna like this book. This is, I think, a YA straight romance fantasy thing in which like a kid falls in love with death. I don't know. It's been kind of on my radar, but I wasn't gonna buy it because I was like, this is not gonna be good. I can just feel it in my bones. The Illumicrate edition of Demon in the Woods by Lee Bardugo and Danny Pendergast. Very pretty. Probably didn't need to spend money on an Illumicrate edition of this. It's not like it's like signed or anything. Like, I don't think. I don't know what's special about it. I'm gonna be honest with you. We have the Illumicrate edition of Ocean's Echo by Everina Maxwell. I don't have the Illumicrate edition of Winter's Orbit, but I would like to get my hands on it at one point. I haven't read these. These are queer space books, and I have a love of queer space books. We have the Waterstones exclusive edition of Rainbow Rowell's Scattered Showers. It's like a short story collection, and it's like illustrated and pretty. The writing is all in purple. I don't know. I just think it's neat. And I think there's art in there in between stories. Yeah, that's fun. So yeah, I have this, I suppose. This one, while I'm sitting right here, can go right there with the rest of my Rainbow Rowells. Fangirls here. I don't know if you can see it. Then we have The Atlas Paradox by Olivia Blake. This is the sequel to the Atlas 6, which I found fine. This is the Illumicrate exclusive edition. Looks like this. I just like the holo, but I kind of am a bigger fan of I think the original edition of the Atlas 6 and then the Fairy Loot edition of the Atlas Paradox. I don't know, I like the black and white a bit more than I like these, but I have them. Sorry to anyone who didn't get the Atlas 6 and the Illumicrate edition. Then I have The Whispering Dark by Kelly Andrew. I know I had this pre-ordered, and then this one showed up and I was like, oh, guess I'm gonna return my copy I bought. Because this is much prettier. This is pink instead of purple, and I really like pink. Sprayed edges look like this. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is about. I think a horror book, which I always want more of. So we have that, even though I think it's YA horror, so we'll see how good that is. We have Poster Girl by Veronica Roth. I don't know what the hell this is. I know that this has sprayed edges that look questionable. I didn't know that Veronica Roth was still writing books after that, like, Carve the Mark or whatever, that like book that ended up being racist, and the fact that nobody liked Allegiance. I thought that Veronica Roth was like gone, but I have this. It's an adult some kind of book. Almost lastly, we have One Dark Window by Rachel Gilling. I think this is probably a YA fantasy. I don't know what it's about. It looks kind of cool underneath the dust jacket. I don't know. It's probably some straight YA fantasy if I had to guess. Okay, we have this, which I haven't opened yet. It is Legends and Lattes from, I don't even remember where, but it was really pretty and I didn't want to open it, so I'm going to open it here. First, we have a print of the original cover art, which I love. And then we're gonna open this together. It was just so beautifully wrapped. Like, opening pretty things is so hard. Like, I want to see the book. If you don't know, Legends and Lattes is a like really kind of quaint slice of life book set in like a D&D universe. So it's about like an orcish woman who decides to give up adventuring because she wants to start a coffee shop. And it's just super cute. It's really low stakes and it's really lovely. Oh, you guys. It's so cute. I wanted a hardback of the original cover. I know that the UK got a hardback release. It's also signed, but the UK got a hardback release that was a different cover and I didn't like it as much, so I have this one. I don't remember where it's from though. Oh, Broken Binding. This is the Broken Binding exclusive edition of this. I'm gonna have to frame that tiny print. I'm so happy to have this. It makes my heart happy. And then there was like a fairy loot extra of Princess of Souls by Alexander Christo. I'm going to assume that this is a heterosexual romance YA fantasy. So yeah, I guess I'm going to organize these in a second, but first I'll just real quick. We have the Bright Queen Tales of Exandria by Matt Mercer. This is like a Critical Role comic. We have it. I'm assuming it's about like the Bright Queen and the Kryn dynasty, but I don't know. So we have this, and we have Marvel Studios' Art of the Loki series. I haven't watched the Loki series. I'm pretty over Marvel at this point. Have been for a couple of years now, but it's really hard to stop buying these because they're pretty. But they're expensive, so I need to be stopped. I get it. Okay, I'm gonna organize this and I'll be right back. Okay, I missed some graphic novels. So we have My Aunt is a Monster by Ramina Yi. I read one of their graphic novels, I think for Halloween month. So I picked this one up because it was the newest one. I don't remember if it was just published or if it was published last year. We have the Heartstopper yearbook because why not, you know? We have The Dungeon Club Roll Call by Molly Knox Ostertag and Xanthe Boma, which I just like D&D, so I always buy D&D kind of graphic novels that seem cute and fun. And for nonfiction, we have Beyond the Wand, The Magic and Mayhem of Growing Up a Wizard by Tom Felton. Okay, we're gonna zip through YA books now because I have less of them. And it starts with It Looks Like Us by Allison Ames. I just read To Break a Covenant, I think, by Allison Ames, and it was fine. I'm willing to give them another chance. I think this is a queer YA horror book. We have The Scratch Daughters, which is the sequel to The Scapegoats or something? Scapegracers. Yes, okay. Sequel to The Scapegracers. And I know that this is, I think, going to be a trilogy at least. I haven't read The Scapegracers, but someone I follow really liked it, so I'm hoping I really like it. Also, that cover's really pretty. I found a hardback of Siege and Storm by Lee Bardugo, so now I'm just down to needing a hardback of the original cover of Shadow and Bone, which is very exciting. Not exciting for you, but it's exciting for me. We have Greywarn by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the final book in the like Raven Cycle series, and yeah, that means I can finally binge read all three of the books: Call Down the Hawk, Mr. Impossible, and now this one. I was putting off reading the second series because I didn't want to wait for them to come out. Now I'm planning on doing a whole reread of the first series and then gonna go right into these, which is very exciting to me. I have Pretty Dead Queens by Alexa Dunn. Alexa Dunn is a YouTuber here who writes like YA thrillers, I guess. Interested to read this. I liked The Ivies well enough. Into the Wind-Racked Wilds by A. Deborah Baker, which is a pen name for Shauna McGuire. This is the third and maybe final book in the series that's like kind of, it was first mentioned in the Middle Game series by Shauna McGuire, and these are like supposed to be like in-universe books, I think. So that's very fun. I liked the second one. I read the first one twice and both times I like kind of zoned out, but I really enjoyed the second one. So I'm gonna do a reread before I read this one and do it all again. And lastly for YA, I have Gleanings, Stories from the Arc of a Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I was gonna get rid of my original hardback copies of Scythe because I have the Fairy Loot edition, but this only comes in the original copies right now, so I'm glad I didn't because it matches. These are just stories set in the world of Scythe that Neil Shusterman created. This is a world in which people do not die of natural causes, and instead there are people appointed as scythes who are able to like just take lives of random humans to like keep overpopulation and stuff down and like keep a kind of normal cycle-ish. Not that normal. Oh, it looks so pretty down there. Okay, on to, I think all of these are adult books, but I'm honestly not positive. So we have Even Though I Knew the End by C.L. Polk. Apparently this is a supernatural noir book. I think this is like a queer detective novella. I love a novella. I love a Tor book. I buy too much stuff that Tor publishes. We have Self-Portrait with Nothing by Ami Pokwatka, I think. Again, I kind of just bought this because Tor published it. This is like a weird magical realism book, I think. I think it was, people were expecting more horror, but it's less horror. I don't know what it is. I have it. I have the signed illustrated 5th anniversary edition of If We Were Villains. I can't talk. It's 2 a.m. by M.L. Rio. This was the Waterstones edition. I'm so sad. Okay, I have the paperback copy of The Hollow Places, a novel by T. Kingfisher. If you've been here, if you've watched recently, we've established that I've decided I love T. Kingfisher's horror books. They are so fun and I really love the voice they write in. Like I really love their writing style. And I have this because it doesn't come in hardback, but I really, really love this book. So I bought the paperback, even though I wanted the hardback, but the hardback doesn't exist. So I have another copy of Red, White, and Blah, 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 blah. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. I want the UK edition of the, like, collector's edition or whatever. It's so pretty, but I can't justify it, and it makes me very sad. I have The Ghost Woods by C.J. Cook. I think this is a horror book. I didn't know it was in paperback when I bought it, but I have it now. It's here. That's fine. I don't know. I'm still interested in reading it. I have Special Topics in Calamity Physics by Marisha Pessel, I believe. This is a dark academia, I never know how to say it, book, I think, that I saw someone on Instagram recommending. And I was like, well, I think I liked Night Film. So I picked this up. This is a used copy, so it's not like it ran me too much money. I really like that the front cover looks very different from like the spine. I find that very, very fun. Blitz, the 3rd novel in the, I don't know, does this series have a name? The Rook Files, which starts with The Rook and then Stiletto is book 2. This is book 3. I read The Rook maybe last year, maybe the year before, and I unexpectedly really loved it, so got the 3rd one because that just came out. Then I have The Royal Assassin and the Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb. I have the 3rd one already. I got these. I haven't read the series, but they're pretty. And I'll be fully transparent. I got these because of the chapters sale. I was like, well, I'm not going to pay full price for them, but I will pay. I think this year was only 25% off, which was really sad. But, you know, still better than no discount. And lastly, I have Critical Role, The Mighty Nine, The 9 Eyes of Lucian by Madeleine Roux. This is the 2nd full-length novel that Critical Role has put out. This one follows Lucian. I believe it's a prequel. I think it might have to be a prequel. I believe this is a prequel to the goings-on of Campaign 2 that kind of explores Lucian and who he is and what the hell was going on with all of that. So I'm excited to read this. I'm hoping, like, this seems like it'll be a better story than the first one, which Kith and Kin was fine, but it was really, like, underwhelming because you knew that the characters were fine and there was no real stakes, you know? But, like, with this book, I don't know anything about Lucian pre-campaign, right? So I'm very excited to see how this goes and how wild it is. I have read one of Madeleine Roux's books before. I think it might have been their first one. It was that, like, asylum book, and it was truly a horrifically bad book. It was embarrassingly bad, and so hopefully this one's not. And Madeleine Roux has written quite a few books since that one came out, so hopefully they've improved their like craft a lot and that this one is actually good. Ooh, I like the little sun moon on the back. That's very fun. Okay. Whew, I kind of rushed through there, but I don't know what most of these books are about. So hello, I'm on the floor, my cat's here. Now we're both, well, she was already on the floor. This is a weird angle. That's because I just want to get some more books hauled, filmed, whatever, you know? I was gonna post this haul before Christmas, and then I didn't. and I still haven't posted it, and I'm just gonna keep filming little clips to shove at the end at this point because I'm just not in a filming and editing mood. But I do want to haul my books before I put them away. So it just feels like what I'm supposed to be doing. I know I have the Illumicrate edition of that second book to the trilogy by Freya Marsk on its way, and I have the Waterstones edition of Hellbound by Lee Bardugo on its way. I think those are the only two books I have on the way. I might be wrong. Anyway, we have the Indigo edition of Hellbound. Is this correct? Nope, I was right the first time. Using my front camera, so everything is mirrored. Here's this. It's red. A Tale of Two Princes by Eric Jaron. This was supposed to come out last year, and it simply did not. This is a queer YA book. That's all I remember. We have, I think, the adult December Fairy Loot book, which is Emily's Wild Encyclopedia of Fairies by Heather Fawcett. Cute. It's got little mushroom sprayed edges. I don't know, I'm excited about this. This seems fun and comfy. Fairy Loot's Coldest Girl of Cold Town by Holly Black. It's very pretty, very exciting. Yeah. The Ones We Burn by Becca Mix was November's, I think, Fairy Loot book, and it also just came last week. Being the first week, I think, or second week of January. I'm dating this if I ever post it, so that's cool. I think this was November's adult Fairy Loot book, which is The Dowry of Blood. Looks like this. Sprayed edges are all like, I don't know, I want to say damask, but I could be wrong about what that even means. We got Stolen Air. There's cat hair everywhere now. I just got out of the bath and I have moisturizer on my face, and it's really thick and everything is sticking to it. Got Stolen Air by Holly Black. Just a normal edition. Mighty Nine Ford book. Yeah. Just gonna pop this with the rest of them. Lost in the Moment Found. Oh, Lost in the Moment and Found by Shauna McGuire. This is the, I don't even know, 8th Wayward Children book. My dog is eating his feet. A Half-Built Garden by Ruthanna Emrys. I don't know what this book is about. I think it's sci-fi. It's published by Tor, and I just impulse buy Tor books a lot. So this has a staff pick sticker on it, which it doesn't need. Uzumaki by Junji Ito. I've always wanted to read this. I never have, so I picked it up. I'm kind of excited. I don't know. I've just always wanted to read more of Junji Ito's stuff after that one with the mountain that had the people-shaped holes in them, and then, like, yeah, I read that, and I was always like, I want to read more. Never did, so I'm starting now. The Spear Cuts Through Water by Simon Jimenez, or Jimenez? I'm not sure. J's are pronounced weird everywhere. They're all pronounced different. I don't really know what this book is about, but the cover kept speaking to me, and then Chapters was having a, like, 40%. Like, I know Waterstones had 50% off hardback sale right after Christmas, and Barnes & Noble's had a 50% off hardback sale after Christmas. So I was, like, expecting Chapters to do something similar, and it did, but it was only 40% off, and I got this. And also that's when I got Uzumaki. I got 4 paperbacks of the Invader Zim comics. I guess I can show you that. Actually, also, oh, I can't pick these up. These are fucking heavy. Obtained all of the deluxe omnibus editions from Oni Press of the Invader Zim comics. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing I did. It's a choice I've made. Mighty Nine Origins. No, Vox Machina Origins. Volume 3. Critical Role stuff. Lavender House by Uliv Rosen. I don't know. This is a queer murder mystery set in, like, the, I want to say 50s or 40s. It's cute. I've read it. I liked it, so I bought it. And lastly, I have An Endless Fire. No, A Fire Endless by Rebecca Ross. This is the sequel to A River Enchanted, I think. I picked this up just so I had the matching set. Yep. I don't know what this is about. So yeah, that's my updated haul. That'll go at the end of the haul that I filmed in December. Oh, I guess. Have I hauled The Whispering Dark? I think I have. I don't know. Yep. I hope you all enjoyed this winter book haul, and I will see you whenever I do my next video. Can't be helped.